don't know if you remember it, but there used to be this awesome electronics store called Dick Smith. Surprisingly enough, it was founded by this guy. His name was Dick Smith, surprisingly enough. And Dick Smith has been a bit of a iconic character in Australia for many years. And I'd just like to share a Dick Smith memory with you. There was this story on TV and they showed Dick Smith doing one of his favourite things, which other than flying or founding entrepreneurial adventures or getting upset about population control. He talked about he was doing this bushwalking and he did the strangest thing with a tree that I'd ever seen up to that point. Can you guess what that is? Knock knock. Who's there? Teresa. Teresa who? Trees are pretty tall around here. Alrighty then. What Dick Smith did is he walked up to his tree, he wrapped his arms around it and then he hugged it and he said to close your eyes and to feel the tree rooted in the ground. That's right. The energy of the tree. Yeah. Something in that, I think. Oh, it's okay. It's just for a video. So yes, tree hugging was a thing. Have you ever done it? I used to do it. I was inspired by Dick Smith's example, and everywhere I went where there was a tree of significance, I would bond with it and give it a good hug. Literal tree hugging. You should try it, even though it is a bit old-fashioned. Something that shook my tree hugging faith for a while was when I learned that the centre of a tree isn't actually alive and that it's only, there's a very thin layer around the trunk of the tree that's actually living. So, but I got over it. Yeah. But I haven't hugged a tree in a while. Maybe I should. Before Dick Smith, the term tree hugger was usually ascribed to an unwashed person who prevented logging from happening in forests. So I suppose it's probably a thing, probably a new age thing, I suppose. I'd like to think that Dick Smith invented it, but he probably didn't. So in case you didn't know, I live in a place called Forest Lake. It's called that because of the forest. I'm not sure about the other part, but yeah, it's in a forest, so there's lots of trees. So I thought, how long would it take to hug every single tree? And is that something I'm willing to give a go on a video? No, I don't think so.